Good morning. I wanted to give a quick demo to the party page of how I do my makeup every morning. So it takes me 5 to 10 minutes to do my entire face from start to finish. And I just wanted to give a real quick demonstration. The night of the party, I will go into more detail and kind of explain what I'm doing as I'm doing it and answer questions. This is just a kind of intro. So there are two different, well, there's lots of methods, but there are two main methods of putting on Saint makeup. The one that I will show you during the party is I'm going to use my brush the entire time. That's my preferred method, but I wanted to show you something that's called the cheetah hack. So hack is highlight and contour, and you'll see that term used throughout the party. So this is called a cheetah hack. I'm literally going to put spots of makeup all over my face, look like a cheetah, and then blend it out with my brush. So Saint makeup is all cream makeup. So it's not liquid foundation, it's not powder foundation. So first I'm going to put my contour. Contour, the whole point of it is to add shadow. So we want to add depth to our face instead of using one flat foundation. So liquid foundation, you get one color. Powder foundation, same thing. So with this, we're going to purposely put darker shades and lighter shades in specific spots that will create shadows on our face, which give one a natural look, and because our face is not one color, and it'll give dimension and structure that we may want. So if you want to, hide some saggy chin and you want to make your nose look slimmer, your cheekbones more defined, this makeup is going to do that. So still my contour. Along the sides of my nose. And it does not have to be perfect. That's the beauty of this. It's so forgiving. So then I take my brightening highlight, which is similar to what we would think of as a traditional concealer. And I'm just putting dots. And you can see, so when it doesn't take much. So when I'm putting it in the makeup, I'm just tapping into the makeup. So I have one fingerprint. I'm putting it kind of T-zone. So middle of my forehead, under my eyes, I do my eyelids because I'm going to put eyeshadow on. Down the center of my nose. And then you can go right in the middle of your upper lip and your chin if you want. Then I'm going to put my main highlight, which is my foundation shade. So it should be a 1 to 2, maybe 3 shades darker at most. Kind of everywhere else. I'm going to do side of my nose, front of my cheeks, my chin. I want you guys to kind of watch all of these blemishes will just disappear. And then I tend to be really light right here naturally. So I do go back into my brightening shade and I'll put it underneath my contour. And then it kind of helps blend from my face to my neck, which does tend to be lighter. All right. So you can see I just have like the most random dots all over. There's nothing, no rhyme or reason other than groups of color. So main highlight, brightening highlight, main, and then my contour. All right, let's see, blush. So we have lip and cheek colors, and then you just get dabbed right above your contour. You can go right on your lips. Then you'll take your brush and you'll kind of stipple it to blend it in. So you don't really want to swipe a whole lot. That's just going to pull the colors off of where you originally had it and into a different area. The idea is you're going to be brightest around your eyes, which is where you want to bring attention, and then you're going to get darker on the outside of your face. And this makeup just kind of melts together. Like, obviously, huge difference in color between my foundation colors and my contour, but it just blends so easily, which is part of why it's so forgiving. So I'm going lightest to darkest, essentially, and from the middle out. There's no rhyme or reason. You can do it the other way. It's not gonna really pull a ton of dark color into your foundation unless you go directly. All right, so now I've blended my foundation. All that's left is my contour. Contour gets blended up. So you're gonna blend your contour kind of into your hairline. And you can see, guys, it's not, I don't have to work really hard at blending it. My curls are out of control today. Okay. You don't really want to over blend your contour. It'll tend to disappear easily. If you over blend, no biggie, just add a little more. But you don't need to like swipe it around. You don't need to completely feel like you're getting rid of it. It just blends out. Okay, so there's before, there's after. And you blend until your heart's content. So some people will leave harsher lines to make it more prominent. Some people want darker contour. Some people want barely there. So you can see it blends. This is the only place I really swipe. This is easy to apply. You don't need much product, and it goes on really easy. If you feel like you've got too much, which is pretty common if you're new to the makeup, there's something called the Perfector Sponge. It's their beauty blender, Saints Beauty Blender, and it works perfectly with the cream makeup. I've used some other drugstore beauty blenders, and it just has a different texture, so it doesn't work quite as well. And this helps remove any excess, because your number one mistake as a new user is going to be applying too much product. So if you feel like you have to apply a ton of product to get coverage, you're probably in the wrong color. So Saint Makeup uses color correction science. You know, they're using colors to essentially correct or erase the colors on our face that we don't like. So instead of adding more colors to cover it, which is what traditional concealer does, we're adding colors that neutralize the redness or the age spots. So you don't have to add a ton of product. My face does not feel sticky, it doesn't feel tacky, and it stays all day. If you do have a couple little blemishes, you can go back in, add slightly more, and just kind of blend it out. But you're not putting like a whole cake face of makeup on. So you can see too how concentrated the colors are in the tin, but then when they get blended out, it's much lighter. If you want a little more drama, just add another layer to make it a more concentrated color. The other thing that more so than What I recommend more than adding more color is to add depth with bronzer. I feel really washed out middle of January. We haven't had sun in God knows when. Okay, so it just adds some warmth, little sun-kissed glow, and it's gonna go essentially where you would get burned. Like if you sunburn or you tan really easy, where you would catch the sun first is where you are going to apply your bronzer. Most of the time, I will apply my bronzer before my blush, my lip and cheek color. But you can see it doesn't particularly matter the order or the how to. Okay. So that is foundation, bronzer, blush, concealer, all in one. So I did take a bit longer simply because I was talking it through. That normally takes me 5 minutes in the morning. The other part that I do, I'm pretty avid on eyeshadow and eyebrows. I do them pretty much every day. You do not have to by any means. But it gives you a finished look. So if you want a full face, Saint can do that. If you are a minimalist and just want some basic coverage to give you a flawless finish, we can do that too. So you can see the difference with eyebrow versus no eyebrow. It makes it just a little more sharp and put together. Guys, my hair is like out of control today. And right now I am using eyeshadow. So I use Saint is the only products I'm using right now on my face. This is my face makeup. This is my eye makeup. And that is my entire makeup bag. So you can streamline. It makes my makeup bag cleaner, lighter. Travel is a jiff. I grab my palette, I grab my brush, mascara, and I'm good to go. So I'm going to do very simple eyes for you today. I'll go into a full eye look the night of the party. So today I'm going to actually use my bronzer. So everything is double duty. And I'm just dabbing on with my finger and then tapping around the edges to kind of blend it out. I don't want it to look like a harsh line. Then we also have Illuminator. So it is a color that adds a little bit of glow without adding glitter. So it's not, like some of the bronzers actually have glitter in them. I am too old for that. I don't care for glitter on my face. So I use this Illuminator to add a little bit of brightening. So between bronzer and Illuminator, you get this really pretty sun-kissed natural glow. Illuminator also can go on your cheek. And then I just use my brush to blend it out so you don't see fingerprints. And it's hard on the camera to pick it up, but you can see it just is a glow. You can put on your brow bone. Okay. So full face. I just did my eyes and brows in 3 minutes, even talking and playing with my hair. It's so simple. It looks intimidating. It's really, really, really not. The colors look intimidating. They're super dark in the tin, and then they go on and it just melts right into your skin. So quick demo, a little how-to, a little tease. Let me know if you guys have any questions. If you know for sure that you're interested in the makeup, you can go ahead and send me a color match. I'll put the link on the party page to shop Misty's party, as well as to send me a color match. I do not recommend picking colors on your own. They do not represent online, or actually they don't represent in the tin how they will look on your face. So we're trained to take the color from the tin onto my skin. So you can see this is my concealer color. This is my main color. If you hold it up to your skin, this almost looks a little yellow. Definitely doesn't match my neck, looks too dark, but when it blends out, it just works. So reach out to me before you order, because it will save you in the end. I want to make sure that you have the right color. If you don't have the right color, you're definitely not going to be happy with the makeup. If you don't have the right color, it actually is not going to wear well. If you color too light, which is most typical, if you pick your own colors, your makeup is going to feel like it just melts off your face, and then you don't get coverage. So there's lots of tips and tricks that will make your makeup experience easier if you reach out to me. You're not bothering me. I would much rather help you and get you in the right color and make sure that you're happy with your makeup. I don't have a ton of extra for today. I will be posting starting on Monday, and then the party will go live on Thursday. On Thursday, you can expect that I will post throughout the day, but most of the action is going to take place from 7:30 to 8:30. I'll start making posts every 5 minutes starting at 7:30. That's our actual party. And then at 8:30, I'll come on and do a live. So the other technique that I use with just the brush, I'll give more information about the makeup itself and answer any questions that you may have. I hope you guys have a great day.